Welcome back to the Club Rio in Tempe, Arizona. Prime Championship Boxing. Getting ready now for our main event of the evening, and it's going to be a very important fight in the talent-rich flyweight division. Tonight, the NABF flyweight title will be on the line. The challenger is Miguel Martinez, and he'll be taking on the defending champion, Enrique Orozco. All right, let's take a look at the numbers here, Tony.
Martinez has a 3-inch height advantage. That's important, but the weight's the same, the age a little different. But look at the reach. The shorter guy has a 4-inch reach advantage. I wonder if he can use it.
There is Maikito Martinez. Question, I think, that must be answered here tonight, Tony. How much fight does this kid have left in him? He's only 24, but he has suffered bad knockouts in 2 of his last 3 fights, to Danny Romero and to Alberto Raton Jimenez. That can be scary at times because you're so young, you're in wars all the time. Sooner or later, you need a fight just to get in there and just stick to your game plan, try to win without making a life-and-death struggle. Tonight, he has to take some time to get into the fight. If he tries and turn it into a war, that might not work for him. His fight against Alberto Raton Jimenez was his last fight. He fought for the WBO championship in that one. That was just March 23rd. He was down 5 times in that fight. And now we take a look at Enrique Orozco, 31-4-1. The NABF champion, who is also, by the way, ranked number 4 in the WBC and the WBA, and number 6 by the WBO. By the way, Martinez has fallen out of the ratings of the WBO since losing to Raton Jimenez. He's been told he needs a win to climb back into the ratings again.
But you know, this is such an important night for Orozco. If he can win this and win this big, he makes all the champions take notice that, hey, here's a guy I can fight, maybe make some money. So it's important for both guys.
Well, Mark Too Sharp Johnson knows this is a guy that can fight. We'll detail that a little bit more as we go along. But right now, let's hear from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., to get the official particulars on this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Club Rio here in beautiful Tempe, Arizona for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Gamboliers and Ring Pros, Inc., along with international events. This bout coming your way is sanctioned by the North American Boxing Federation, the President Mario LaTraverse, Supervisor Claude Jackson, along with the Arizona State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Stephen Friedman, commissioners Michael Preston Green and Sally Garza Fernandez. The executive director at ringside, John Montano. Introducing to you our judges, scoring this main event from ringside, Tom Dunleavy, Barry Druxman, and Howard Ritchie. And our referee in charge of this bout, introducing Al Munoz. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, it's time for the main event, the NABF Flyweight Championship, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with blue trim, and joining us from Ocotlan, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in at the flyweight limit of 112 pounds even. His record stands at 33 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw, with 26 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the former Mexican and NABF flyweight champion, introducing Miguel Maikito Martinez. And his opponent across the ring is the defending champion on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with white trim, hailing from Merida, Yucatan, Mexico. He weighed in at a ready 111 pounds. His fine record includes 31 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, with 26 big wins coming by way of knockout. He is ranked the number 4 flyweight in the world. Please welcome the defending NABF flyweight champion, introducing Enrique Maestrito Orozco. Once again, a referee in charge, Al Munoz, now to give instructions.
Ya les di las instrucciones, ya saben todo. Aquí no es low blow, aquí no es low blow. Cuando tú tumba, uno va hacia neutral corner. ¿Está bien? A ver, tengo un buen play.
All right, let's take a look at the NABF rules as the fighters go back to their corners. A 10-point must system. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. No standing 8 count. A fighter can be saved by the bell in the last round only. And if there's an accidental headbutt, we'll go to the cards to determine a winner after the 3rd round should the fight have to be stopped due to that cut. So we're ready for action. 12 rounds for the NABF Championship, 112-pound division. And here we go. Enrique Orozco in the blue trunks, Maikito Martinez in the white.
Orozco, southpaw. He was very active in his corner. He was working up the sweat. You can see his body glistening. He's ready for action right now. I'm wondering if Martinez is trying to use this first round to get into it. Sometimes that could be a problem if your opponent's a fast starter.
I mentioned the fight with Maikito against Raton Jimenez. He fought extremely well, believe it or not. It sounds ridiculous. He was knocked down 5 times in that fight in 5 rounds, but the fact of the matter is, between the knockdowns, he was fighting great. And I talked to Raton last week about that fight, and he said, you know, that was a very hard fight for me. It was a very tough fight because Maikito came extremely well prepared and in great shape, and he kept getting up and coming on and hitting Raton Jimenez a lot of punches in that fight, but Jimenez just wore him down. Now, Martinez is an action fighter, but the same is true of Orozco, who has not yet fought for a world championship, unlike Martinez, who's had 3 opportunities at it. Orozco, however, has fought 1 world champion, and that was Mark Too Sharp Johnson, and he gave him a tremendous contest a couple of years ago before succumbing in the 11th round.
That was probably Mark's toughest fight to date.
Right.
A lot of bounce in the guy's feet right now. The canvas is very spongy. Has a couple of potholes here and there, so they have to be.
Yeah, you walked it before the fights tonight.
Oh, yeah.
What was it feeling?
I almost tripped myself a couple of times because there's a couple of potholes out there. Me being from New York, we all know what potholes are, but there's some deep ones out there.
You can actually hear it quite a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
as they bounce up and down, Maikito coming in now, pounding the body, and Orozco trying to answer back.
He got hit to the body also. Not a lot of jabs yet.
Martinez has been in a lot of wars, but he has beaten many top fighters. Keep that in mind. I mentioned his 3 losing efforts to win the world championship. But just look at the list of fighters that Maikito Martinez has beaten. He knocked out Cecilio Torito Espino in 7 rounds, and Espino, until just recently, and when he challenged for the world title, has been ranked #1 in the world for a couple of years. He scored a 7th round KO over Oscar Arciniega, a 1-round knockout over Willie Salazar, and a 10-round decision over Isaiah Zamudio as the current #1 contender. A great combination by Orozco, though, and Maikito Martinez was hurt by that, but he comes storming back.
Orozco has a good again with the right. Again with the right. He's using it over and over, just setting him up for 1 shot.
Orozco's in trouble. Martinez is all over. Orozco's in deep trouble. Martinez trying to finish Orozco off, and Orozco's legs are gone. Orozco's legs stiffened up completely. Martinez can apply the finisher if he lands a clean shot here.
He's over for an uppercut.
And Orozco finally goes down and then tackles Martinez. The round should be over. Where's the bell?
I do not know.
There's the bell finally. I see the round went overtime, but Orozco was in deep trouble, and he wobbles back to his corner and slumps down. Just when Martinez seemed to be in trouble with me, he turned it around completely.
Orozco seemed to just get so happy with that left, that straight left of his because the southpaw. He forgot he had to have some defense in there, and he got nailed. And his legs went straight as a board, which he could not move. He couldn't keep his hands up. I'm surprised. Here's Martinez. This is where he gets hurt. What? 1 left, then another. Keeps throwing that left. Wide open, right there. Here's where Orozco thinks he has a big left hook. Watch his legs. Look at that. Look at that. He had no legs, Rich. He could not figure out what to do.
There are 2 different reactions in the legs that you will see when a fighter is really hurt. One, they'll go rubbery and wobbly, or 2, as Orozco's did, they'll stiffen up and get the shakes. And Orozco was in deep trouble, and Martinez nearly had Orozco out at the end of the 1st round. Now, what did the 1-minute rest period do for Orozco? It starts off a little rocky here in round 2.
Orozco's using his legs, trying to get him back, but if you notice, he can't use them too much. He still doesn't have his legs under him.
Orozco certainly the favorite in this fight, especially with Maikito coming off of that devastating defeat at the hands of Alberto Raton Jimenez, but Martinez starting off strong again here in round 2.
Martinez should let it all go right now, Rich.
Well, normally when he fights, he just lets it all go for as long as he's in there.
But when you got a man hurt like that, don't give him a chance to get a second win. Don't give him a chance to get his legs out. Right now, try and stop him.
Maikito Martinez, a very exciting fighter, a courageous kid. He comes to fight every time out, and he does have an excellent punch and good hand speed. His chin is doubtful, though, which makes every moment of every one of his fights, leaves you kind of breathless.
Now, Martinez has been shooting that straight right. I think that hurt him a little bit. He needs to keep throwing a left first, then bring the right.
Orozco still not all together yet, and I think Orozco knows it, Tony. He's trying to stay out of harm's way here and survive the second round, I think.
When you don't have any legs, it's hard for you to throw punches, especially punches with anything on them, because you can't feel the canvas. Martinez is just bearing down on him.
Martinez looking for a clean shot, but having trouble getting one over.
Every time Orozco goes to the ropes, Martinez steps up his offense. He's cutting the ring off on him, but every time Orozco tries to get away, Martinez gets him on the ropes, he opens up.
Good combination by Martinez. He caught him on the tail end of a straight right. And Orozco taking the punches a little bit better here in round 2.
He's still not with it, though, Rich. You can see his legs. He's trying to get the circulation in his legs by moving.
I think you're exactly right. I think he realizes what's going on in there. He realizes he's not all together.
Good punches by both men right now. Martinez just walking him down.
Now Orozco is starting to come back. He landed a couple of good lefts and a couple of good right jabs and a follow-up left. Martinez trying to answer back and get Orozco in trouble again if he can. A good combination double up hook by Martinez.
It's all Martinez when he gets his man stuck against the rope.
All right, we're in the final 10 seconds of an exciting round 2 and an exciting NABF Flyweight title fight. Don't go wandering off. Here we go, round 3, scheduled for 12 NABF Flyweight title on the line. Enrique Orozco, the defending champion in the blue trunks. Maikito Martinez in the white trunks, the challenger. Martinez, a clear underdog coming into this fight to the NABF champion. And Orozco ranked number 4 by the WBC and the WBA and on the verge of getting a world title shot. But he's had a terrible time of it so far. It's been all Maikito Martinez. And Martinez opens up big here in round 3. And Orozco tries to fight his way out of trouble.
Martinez with a big right hand. Once he hurts his man, once he lands a solid punch, he just steps right inside and starts working. He doesn't care if it's the body or the head. He just throws punches.
And I asked Maikito after he lost that fight to Raton Jimenez, I said, is this it? Are you finished? You've had 3 hit chances. And he said, no, I'll keep going. You never know. Maybe I'll get a 4th. And the kid is so pleasant, you root for him because when you talk to him, he's just a pleasant kid. He's unfailingly polite, as most of the Mexican fighters are. They're just so humble and polite and generous with their time and so accessible and friendly.
Well, I noticed when you walked in the arena, he went right over to say hello to you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a good kid. I found the Mexican fighters just engaging youngsters. Great to be around.
But Martinez is all his fight right now. It's punch after punch, good right uppercut.
Yeah, he ducked low to land those two and threw them from a weird angle.
And he's blocking them too.
Orozco coming back, exchanging punches, and Orozco getting some power now into his shots.
Orozco's punches are very wide and leaves you wide open for a counter or a straight right hand. Nice sneaky right uppercut by Martinez.
1 minute to go in round 3. Martinez looking for that uppercut again. Couldn't get it home that time. Orozco sliding along the ropes and out of harm's way.
You know, I still don't think Orozco has his legs, because when Martinez lands, his body from the waist up straightens up. His legs are still not responding when he gets in, where he would roll with the punch.
Only thing, it seems to me he's throwing the punches with a little more conviction in this round, though, Orozco.
Oh, his legs are slowly coming back, but it's just not where he wants them yet. Watch Martinez try and go to the body. Good left hook.
Yeah, a little left uppercut by Martinez as Orozco backs him into the corner. Final seconds of round 3. Martinez trying to close with a flurry, but pretty good defensive work there by Orozco to get out of harm's way. And the third round comes to an end, and again a big hand from the fans who appreciate the action they've seen from these two. There's Maikito Martinez.
Seems like every punch that Martinez throws, be it left uppercut, left hook, left jab,
¿Cómo te sientes, Enrique?
he lands.
Haz tu pelea. Estaba gente golpeando más abajo.
Here's Martinez work inside. He throws a lot of punches and bunches. He goes to the head, then he tries to go to the body. Whatever's there, he's going to take. If Orozco ducks down, fine. I'll duck down with you and hit you.
I love those uppercuts. They're almost on the floor.
Entrando y saliendo.
Con las manos arriba.
And he gives a little twitch of the shoulder and dips down, brings it up.
That guy leaning in his ear right now, whispering in his ear, is Shibata Flores, who's a pretty good young fighter in his own right. Has fought several times at the Forum and out at Caesar's Palace and is making a mark for himself in the ring and coming up quickly. Had one devastating loss, that to Vince Phillips, but other than that, he's been coming on pretty good. Part of the same stable, and now Maikito Martinez rushes right across at Enrique Orozco.
It's still all Martinez. Orozco, it seems like he has his legs back now, Rich. But you got to throw punches.
Well, he's dug himself a hole, though, in the early going.
The rate this fight is going, I think the judges...
They may go home early. A moot point is what you're saying. Low blow by Orozco. Al Munoz-San just kind of waved it with his hand to Orozco to keep him up. And Orozco lands a good combination, catches Maikito coming in. And Maikito better not relax. His defense is not one of the great stalwart defenses of all time anyway. But if he allows Orozco too many opportunities, he'll be feeling the punches.
What a combination. No defense and wide punches. Makes for an exciting fight.
And suspect chin.
Throw that in, too.
Maikito Martinez turned pro when he was 15 years old. He was horribly mismanaged early in his career. But turned pro at 15. At the age of 16, Tony, he was fighting consecutively and KO'd in 2 rounds or less. Johnny Tapia, John Michael Johnson, and a tough Korean by the name of Jusip Chen. I mean, that is ridiculous.
Too soon. I mean, that can do a lot of damage physically and mentally to a young fighter. But he's showing his reserve that for all these wars, he's still in there.
Right.
Orozco trying to get back into the fight. But the way he's moving, it's ineffectual movement. If you're going to dance around like that, you got to shoot a jab.
Orozco won the NABF title in March of '95 with a 12-round decision over Pablo Tiznado. He won that fight easily and has had one successful defense of the crown on April 20th, that 12-round decision over Oscar Arciniega. Pretty tough opponent. He took a unanimous decision from it. Now Orozco drives Martinez back with his own left hand.
Orozco can only win this fight by staying in the center of the ring.
Low blow. Maikito Martinez is not all right. Now Munoz asked him, but he looked as though he wanted a little more time there.
This is where Orozco has to win in the center of the ring. As soon as his back hits the ropes, Martinez opens up.
All right, we approach the final seconds of round number 4. And is Orozco coming back into this fight now? It appears that way. We'll be back on Prime. 5 scheduled for 12 Prime Championship Boxing tonight, presenting the NABF, a Flyweight Championship battle between the champion Enrique Orozco and the challenger Miguel Maikito Martinez. This is in the 112-pound decision. I'm Rich Murata along with Tony Page. Tony, how you have the fight scored so far?
I have Martinez ahead 39-37, but Orozco seems to be taking control right now. He's very much more focused. His punches are crisper, and he's staying in the center of the ring.
Martinez had Orozco badly hurt in the first and second rounds, although miraculously did not score an official knockdown in either of those rounds, although they both went down at one point. We've got another low blow, apparently. Maikito getting a little discouraged and disgusted. And Orozco rushes at Maikito and lands another low blow. And now Martinez in a little bit of trouble, trying to fight out of the corner. And lands a left and long range.
Orozco's doing damage with wide punches, but Martinez is just standing there.
Martinez invites him into the corner, and Orozco doesn't bite.
You would think that the way Orozco throws those wide punches, Martinez could just time a straight punch. But he's like, he wants to rumble too, so he doesn't care. As long as I get my punches, I don't care what you're throwing.
Martinez landed a low blow there as well a few moments ago. It's getting to be a pretty roughhouse fight. Oh, right hand by Martinez. Martinez following Orozco around now.
The referee needs to be a little closer. He's keeping his distance, but when these guys start going low, you got to stay right on top of them to break them before they hurt each other.
Nice combination by Maikito Martinez. May need to be a little more assertive, too, because this fight could seemingly go in the direction of getting out of control. But a lot of low blows and headbutts so far.
Now, Orozco doesn't seem to want to maintain staying in the center of the ring. He's going back to the ropes, but that's Martinez's advantage.
It was that left hook which hurt him at first, and Orozco is grabbing at his nose and spits out his mouthpiece. It could be a sign of surrender. Orozco could be finished.
No,
He's
that's
not
it.
getting up. Miguel Maikito Martinez, do you believe this guy? He's back, and Martinez has won in a stunning upset, a fifth-round KO of Enrique Orozco.
He took all those low blows and just stuck to his game plan. Those flurry of punches, he just caught his man every time Orozco stayed against the ropes.
Well, I don't know how many times Maikito Martinez has been written off, but just a fantastic comeback effort by Maikito tonight to defeat the favorite Enrique Orozco and to win the NABF championship, knock Enrique Orozco out of a world title shot. Orozco, who had given Mark Too Sharp Johnson the fight of his life not that long ago, and was hoping at some point to get the opportunity to fight Johnson in a rematch or one of the other champions, instead finds himself tonight knocked out by Miguel Maikito Martinez, who was so brutally knocked out in 2 of his last 3 fights by Danny Romero last summer, and then by Alberto Raton Jimenez in March, in both attempts at world championships. And don't write that smiling youngster off. Maikito Martinez, what a victory for that 24-year-old youngster from Mexico. All right, we will be back with more. We'll hear from the new champion and get all the official numbers from Jimmy Lennon when we return. Stay with us on Prime. Big surprise tonight as Maikito Martinez returns in a big-time winning fashion. Let's hear about it from Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time of 2 minutes, 31 seconds in round number 5. Our referee in charge, Al Munoz, counts to 10. He's the winner by way of knockout, Miguel Maikito Martinez. The new NABF Flyweight champion, winner by way of knockout.
Well, Maikito Martinez, you have to be happy for him after what has happened to him in his career. He gets that victory here tonight and defeats Enrique Orozco with a tremendous knockout and a thrilling fight. 2 minutes, 31 seconds of the 5th round, and Maikito came to fight here tonight. Many had written him off and thought that that might be it for Maikito. All right, we'll be back hopefully to hear from the new champion in just a moment. As you can see, Tony Page getting ready with Maikito. We'll hear from the two of them when we return on Prime Championship Boxing. Stay with us. Back to Club Rio in Tempe, Arizona. We just saw a big upset here tonight. Miguel Maikito Martinez is back once again, and he has scored a comeback victory to win the NABF Flyweight Championship. Let's find out about it from Maikito and Tony Page. Tony?
Thanks very much, Rich. I'm here with the new NABF champion. Maikito, did you think you could take him out the way you did?
Maikito te pregunta que si piensas que lo podías haber acabado como lo acabaste.
Yo pienso que sí, nada más que me precipité, me fui muy rápido, pero gracias a Dios a mi esquina le hice caso y fue como gané la pelea.
He was desperate, you know, in the first rounds, but you know, later on he said that he took his time, and that's what happened, you know, for a knockout.
I mean, you've lost some fights. It looked like your career was over. You keep coming back. What do you attribute that to?
Dice que si has perdido varias peleas y que ahora que regresas muy fuerte, que ¿a qué le atribuyes eso?
Yo pienso esa es mi preparación, y aparte de eso, de que cuando perdí con Alberto Jiménez, no tuve ningún amigo más que estas personas que están aquí conmigo, y fue lo que me sacó más adelante en darle duro, a entrenar duro para llegar a ser campeón y demostrarle a todos los que no me quieren, porque nunca han estado conmigo, solo cuando gano.
He said after he was defeated by Raton Jimenez, I mean, we gave him a lot of courage, and he starts training back again, and you know, we gave him a lot of confidence, and that's what happened, you know. He took it, you know, and you can see, you know, what he did tonight.
Let's take a look at the end of the fight. Take us right through it. What exactly the punch sequence and what happened?
Que miren la pelea y le digas lo que pasó. Lo preparé.
Good. What do you think?
Pues, ahí lo iba a cambiar para tirarle mi gancho izquierda, ya que sabía que con ese gancho le estaba entrando mucho. Y el definitivo fue el upper que me dijo mi manager, Francisco y Salvador, que me acomodara para tirar mi golpe para que no lo aguantara. Yo sabía que no me iba a aguantar mi golpeo.
He said that he did, you know, get up his punches, okay? He was a little bit desperate, but you know, he tried to set up, and that's what happened. He got it with an upper, and he beat him.
Okay, thanks very much to the new champion. Congratulations. And we send it back down the ringside and Rich Murata.
All right, thanks a lot, Tony. Congratulations, Maikito. What a victory for Maikito Martinez as he wins the NABF championship in a real surprise over Enrique Orozco. Okay,